Looks like trouble in paradise over at the Watch Nicholas Network, guys. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show, guys. This is the Locks Report. I am the narrative. This is an unsanctioned broadcast. All opinions in this segment are those of the narrative and no one else, guys. This is an independent, pay-to-play funded, definitely for profit, obviously monetized, misaligned, never informative, uncivilized, Viking entertaining live Locks Report. And the Locks Report encompasses citizen journalism with commentary and opinion only on trolling topics that interest me and can be found exclusively live streaming in the Archieverse, guys. I want to wish everybody the motto of the day: stay viciously centered. All right, boys and girls, we've got a bit of news for you guys. Like I said, trouble in paradise over at the Watch Nicholas Network. Now, for those that have not been following throughout the day, there's been a nasty and vicious rumor that our good old friend Watch Nicky and Jax and Uzi and all these guys have been spreading about JB, a rumor that really, as I would say, really crossed the line into the real world. Streams have been taken down, so most of you guys haven't seen it. But look, like I said, we've got a lot of sources here at the Locks Report that keep us informed, that send us the intel so that we can keep it for you guys for posterity, so you guys know exactly what's going on. You stay up with the news. So I'll pull up the first little tidbit of news here, the live stream that Watch Nicholas and Jax and Uzi put up. Really, really bad joke. This is completely fake news. I'm going to tell you guys right away. I've spoken to JB multiple times throughout the day. This is completely fake news. But Watch Nicholas and Jax and Uzi put up a stream earlier with the title JB passed away peacefully this morning, thoughts and prayers. And then right away, PayPal directly, right? So really, really in bad taste here. Look, we're all about trolling, here in the Archieverse and whatnot. But when you're going into this kind of dark fucking shit, I mean, it's not funny. It's not interesting. There's a lot of comments in this post on the dungeon. You can see from a lot of people like Thomas Burnett and Nelson Oliveira and many other supporters of the Archieverse. They commented on this saying this is just, way across the line in very bad taste. And look, this has been deleted. Like, I think Nick saw the pushback and realized that this was really like not a good idea. And, he's getting a lot of flack for it. And I'd say rightfully so, because, as was shown in the description here, he's even telling folks, or him and Jax are telling people in the Archieverse to PayPal Jax for the life celebration stream of JB. It's like, guys, like, what the fuck is this, right? Like, I really don't know why these guys are going to this extent. Look, over a little bit of trolling, right? They get a little triggered that, we make fun of, them not making money, or we make fun of the shows being shit, or whatever it may be, right? Like, all fun and games. But, and they're always the first to point the finger saying, oh, well, you guys are doctoring clips and stuff like that to make us look bad, which is completely false. Here at the Locks Report, we believe in investigative journalism and only showing the truth, guys, over here at the Locks Report. But, we're always getting accused of being the ones going across the line. Well, I'm going to show you guys here, point blank, a live stream put up by Watch Nicholas and his crew, Jax and Uzi and all these guys, trying to profit off of, alleged deaths of members of the community. Like, they're quick to point the finger at other folks for potentially doing this kind of shit. But, I mean, you guys can see it right here on the screen, like Gigadwa says here in the chat, nasty and vicious, crazy fucks. Like, this is all I could think about, boys, when I saw this stuff. And I was like, okay, look, like, you want to make fun of the guy because, JBZ can be a little, he can be a little rough around the edges when it comes to the trolling, but, to wish death upon him and profit off it, that's some fucking dark shit, boys. And look, like, what ended up happening was, I think there was a bit of infighting in the camp after, we had exposed them here in the Archieverse for, this kind of really nasty drama. Like, Doc's Report's been all in their chat, kind of, pumping them up, saying, like, keep going, guys. You guys are not the hate streams. The other guys, the hate streams. I'm going to really call out Docs here, right? If you're a citizen journalist, if you're here to just report the news, like, why are you not reporting how, tremendously awful, this kind of behavior is on the part of the Watch Nicholas Network? Like, I really don't see it. Like, and I'm going to have to see, what Docs does after this, because look, if you're trying to be the number one, citizen journalists in the news business, well, you got to stay unbiased. And we here at the in the Locks Report of the Archieverse, we're unbiased. We like to showcase the truth. And look, you don't have to take it, from my words, because there's been a bit of a brawl that's happening over at the Watch Nicholas Network after the backlash from us exposing them over the bullshit that they've been running today. And I'm going to play the clip because, I don't want poor Jax to think that I doctored stuff and, I pulled clips that, are readily available. Everybody saw the clips that I showed on my last Locks Report. They were publicly, but still, actually, that live stream is still up, Jax. So if you want to go check it out, when Nick was stupid enough to self-face blast and show strikes that he sent to other channels. I mean, fill your boots, but that's public knowledge. It's right there on the screen. But look, I'm going to play, a bit of clips here from Uzi, who goes after Jax because Uzi thought this was funny, and all these other guys probably thought this was a good idea, maybe earlier today, but then realized after all the backlash from the community, well, maybe it wasn't, and now people are trying to disassociate themselves from it. But I mean, Jax's name is on this, description saying PayPal Jax directly for the, for the death of Jay. Some fucking stupid shit, guys. But look, I do have a clip. I'm gonna put up an overlay here because we like, at the end of the day, we believe in fair use and all that jazz. But I want to make sure that you guys hear this from Uzi and kind of what's been happening with a bit of the turmoil in the Watch Nicholas camp. So let's hear what he has to say. I'll play it, and then we can kind of listen to it in the chat, and you guys can give me your comments as well.
So it's like, yeah, Jax got all mad. He's like, "Oh, dude, you guys put my PayPal on that stream, man. I don't want that smoke. They're gonna come after me, man. I don't want that smoke." Calm down, Jax. People know you didn't put the fucking PayPal link up, trying to make money off of JB's fake death. We know that. All right, you came out all serious, grunting. You little 3 p.m. Ugh. Oh, I've had such a hard day. My bed springs are so stiff. Like, bitch, you didn't do nothing all day, Jax. Jax, you didn't do shit all. I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but like, I mean, you gaslit me for a sec. Like, oh man, this Jax guy, he's a real voice of authority. Bitch, you woke up at 3 p.m., motherfucker. We're in the same time zone. You're 45 years old, dude. I'm out here freezing my fucking dick off. What, motherfucker? Yo, what up, dude? Oh, shit, my bitch.
Oh, shit, what up, dude? Like, Uzi is going after his own teammate here. Like, Jax thought, all these guys are going to have his back and all this other shit when they're putting his name up, telling people to PayPal him and all this kind of bullshit. And then they're attacking him. So, look, guys, this is exactly kind of the point I'm making, and I've been making over the past couple of weeks. Like, this is the reason why a lot of people have left supporting, Watch Nicholas and all this kind of fucking circus that he runs over there, because it's just in poor taste. Whether it's Nick who put up the stream or Uzi or Jax or all these guys, I mean, all their names are involved in this, and they've been supporting it. And I can guarantee you, 3 a.m. tomorrow or tonight, like, somebody's going to go online with the Jackson Dr. Bob show, are going to go online and defend doing this. I don't fucking know. But to me, this is just fucking poor taste. Look, JB, yeah, like, can he go a little bit over the edge? Sure. But I don't think he deserves anything of this sort, guys. And, like you can hear from Uzi, right? It's going after Jax. And, there's this more. I'll keep playing it after Uzi starts yelling at somebody on the freeway. You guys can hear it.
I had my fucking lights on, dude. The bright lights. I had the bright lights on. He said, turn that shit off. That's another, okay, I got you. On the Parkway, too. What up, G? That was kind of funny. Anywho, yeah, dude. Jax is acting like he's a voice of fucking authority and shit like that. Waking up at 3 p.m. Like, who the fuck? Yeah, he gaslit me into thinking that, like, I should listen to him. No. Yeah, dude, I'm freezing my dick off, greasing the fucking wheel lift, waking up early, busting my ass, doing this and that shit that I don't want to do. It's cold as fuck out here. Dealing with fucking retards from left, and right.
Yeah, I do think here Dirk's kind of got it bang on. Like, Jax is collateral damage, right? He's been heavy defending Nikki for whatever reason, right? Like, anybody who knows what's going on knows Nick does not respect Jax at all. Like, he's said it multiple times himself on his stream, guys. Like, So the way I see this is, Jax is now being this, either the scapegoat in this. I'm going to pull up Magpie's comment here. Magpie says Jax had nothing to do with it. And look, I respect Magpie, and I think that, if Magpie is saying that, we'll take that at face value. So if Jax really had nothing to do with it, well, really start asking yourself, these other guys in the camp, like, what is their reasoning to implicate Jax into this? Because clearly somebody with keys put this stream up. Nick allowed the stream to play because the stream was playing with that title. So, Nick is not going to be able to absolve himself, from this. He allowed it to happen, right? So if I'm Jax, I'm probably sitting there thinking, like, why am I the fucking straw man here? Because that's the way it's looking like. If Magpie is correct here in saying that Jax had nothing to do with it, well, then why is Jax the straw man here, in this whole saga? But like I said, it's completely in poor taste, and we do wish, obviously, JBJB all the best in his speedy recovery. Like I said, it's completely fake news. I spoke to JB earlier today. I think many other people did, and yeah, just running shit like this, like I said, is in poor taste, and unfortunately, this is what it's come down to: sensationalism and clickbait for whatever fucking reason, just because, Nick made a mistake, many weeks ago, fucking off a lot of his donors and supporters, and simply doing it like what I said, exactly what Tim Wright did. When Tim Wright did the exact same thing a few months ago, never really walked it back and told, his viewers, I apologize for nothing. Nick has gone down the same road and has doubled down and tripled down into that area, and is just trying to heighten, all this kind of stuff into sensational clickbait, which I think a lot of the community now has come to basically say, hey, man, that's fucked up. Shouldn't have done that. That is just not in good taste. And it is what it is. So, look, guys, I wanted to make sure you guys were up to date because Nick has deleted this stream. And so, it's not going to be easy for anybody to find, this stream. But, like I said, Nick did put this up. He allowed this stream to run, didn't change the title, and maybe made Jax a straw man in this whole fucking saga. All right, boys and girls, this was the Lox Report. I am the narrative. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Take care.
What? Say what?